it is a fact of life for high school teachers that we don't always get the classes that we would like to teach. Now, there are those favorites out there. Each year, it looks when the schedule comes out in the spring, it seems like they always get the nice desired schedule. They're getting the AP classes. They're sitting. It seems like they're sitting pretty. No discipline in their classes because they have a nice schedule. I know it happens. But here we have a fellow teacher on Reddit, odd star odd Star Wars 1998. He writes this 9-year teacher here, and I'm dreading going back to work. Now, that's tough. Let's see what this is all about. My passion and things I like is teaching 11th grade English. I like 12th grade too, okay. But for the last few years, despite requesting just to teach standard 11th grade, they won't give it to me, and I have taught ninth grade and hated it. The curriculum is not desirable. It says it's a junior Cambridge course, like the kids, but teaching the class was brutal. And now Ben moved to 10th grade, and the curriculum is not desirable there. So, definitely off the bat, I'm imagining that this teacher probably has just you gotta ask administration. You gotta ask them specifically, hey, what's going on here? I've made my requests. Is there any way we can get some movement on the other requests that I have? And these are the issues that I have with the curriculum. We'll get back to the curriculum in just a second. Reading on, I reached out to other schools to move, but all are only offering ninth or 10th. I don't want to be on the radar, and now I am again. And that's the thing too. You got to be careful about that being on the radar, being one that's uh, considered considered needy, because the truth is that principals, there are discussions about you, not necessarily negative, and I'm sure some do. They get really frank and dirty in their and unprofessional in their private discussions about teachers, but principals do discuss teachers and their different their tendencies. Like some may be needy, some may need more coaching, some may tend to cause problems that are easily solved, but those problems, they can bubble up from their classroom up to the principal's office. So we do, as principals, we do have those discussions. So I see what is talking about in terms of being on the radar. So obviously you come off as you're not happy, you want what you want, and so on and so forth. Stress has also led to probably nerve damage in my face from clenching my teeth at night, and I have other issues going on. So here, that's obviously that's not good. That's not good, and most importantly, you all, you've got to take care of your health, because if you're not good, then you can't be good for your students and lead them on to success. My degrees in English and my master's humanities both paid for by the military. Thank you for your service. Poster here. I just want to teach what I want to teach. Now, sadly, it just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that, and oftentimes you have to teach for a pretty long time, maybe even longer than 9 years, just depending on what school you're in. You have to you have to put in that work. You have to put in that time before you're able to get the exact schedule that you want. And I get it. There you can argue against that kind of system, but that's just the way it is. And so what I would say is to this poster is just please take care of your health. And it's with the pay structure for teachers, I don't like that if it gets to a point in your career as a teacher that it's just not working out for you. I wish that it was a little bit easier in terms of retirement for teachers to, if you feel like you need to take a year off, well, hey, there should be, I believe there should be some kind of system in place that allows teachers to take a little sabbatical. I know that's that's off in the future, but I think we'll get there at some point. Give teachers an opportunity to take a little sabbatical, mental health chunk of time, um, so that they can be well. Um, and then also, if it gets to the point where you need to leave and go to and get into another career, if that's what's best for your health and your family, and you're not chasing money, you don't want to chase money. But if that's something that's best for you, that's something that is an option that's on the table as well. You got to take care of your health. In terms of this is the way it goes. Like you'll request, the principals that they should take your request into consideration, but they're ultimately going to make the decision. It sounds like there's some opportunities, and I don't even want to say the word committee, but I'll say the word to serve on a committee to get that curriculum to where it needs to be if the consensus is that the curriculum is it's just not good enough, and it's not working for the teachers, nor is it working for the kids. I like the fact that this person didn't necessarily have an issue with teaching ninth grade. Ninth grade, I taught ninth grade for a great chunk of my time in the classroom, and I absolutely loved it. I felt like that is an important job to help get those kids a firm foundation to begin their high school career. But yeah, there's a lot going on here with this poster. Obviously, you got to take care of your health. And then I think lastly, the thing is to find the opportunities within this curriculum to 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 make it manageable, to make it something that's enjoyable, to make it your own. Oftentimes, teachers, you do have the autonomy to do what you need to do, as long as you're progressing and moving them along in terms of getting them ready for wherever they need to be in that pacing guide, so that they can do well on those standardized tests. So I feel I feel for this teacher. Definitely going to keep this teacher in my prayers as they begin the new school year. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to take care of yourself. Please take care of your health.